This is KCBD News Channel 11's Daybreak Today.
Now at 6, testimony continues today in the Hollis Daniels trial. Who the defense plans to cross-examine today is just ahead. Plus, one person is dead after a stabbing in central Lubbock. We'll talk about those details. And 2 former Texas Tech football greats are honored in a big way. We have the full story just ahead. Good morning to you. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Angie Wynn. We'll get to those stories as well as your forecast in just a moment, but Michael Cantu is standing by at the News Now desk. Hi, Michael.
Morning, Angie. Well, we're still taking a look at new video coming from Turkey and Syria as rescue efforts continue, and we have an update to a police shooting we told you about last hour. But for now, let's turn to Steve and get a check of this morning's forecast. Morning, Steve.
Good morning. Thank you, Michael. I want to take you back to yesterday morning. This is actually noontime yesterday. We were watching the snow out over New Mexico gradually working our way. So you can see almost the entire viewing area picking up some precipitation. You see the snow that moved across the Lubbock area. For the most part, it was about 7:30 to 9:30. Want to remove the clutter that's in the imagery right there. The showers now have exited the area, have a few clouds lingering over the east, but those will clear out too. Skies will become sunny today. But here's a look at the current temperatures. Near 30 at Childress, 34 at Snyder. We have 20s elsewhere with Lubbock at 24, Levelland at 21. The wind chill, though, at Levelland is 9. Lubbock is 13, so dress for that. Really cold start. Now, temperatures this afternoon will be in the 40s. With the breeze, that's going to be really chilly, but we do have a lot of sunshine. And we also have a warmer weekend coming up, and I'll be back with those numbers.
Looking forward to that. Thank you, Steve. Well, it's day 5 of the Hollis Daniels trial. Begins this morning at 9 o'clock. He's charged with shooting and killing a Texas Tech police officer. We go now live to Patricia Perry, who's at the courthouse with a recap of the last 4 days and what's expected today. Patricia.
Angie, Hollis Daniel III pleaded guilty Monday, saying he is responsible for shooting and killing Texas Tech police officer Floyd East Jr. There have been days of testimony since then, and if you remember, we told you previously prosecutors want the death penalty. Yesterday, a videotaped interview was shown of Daniels with Lubbock police detectives. Daniel said he did something not logical. He later called his parents, saying he was worried about getting kicked out of school. Daniels asked his father about the stories, including himself on the news and social media, saying that's kind of cool. The defense questioned one officer about Daniels' irrational thinking, to which the officer replied he was asking odd questions. A detective testified that Daniels showed no signs of mental illness while being booked into jail. The defense plans to cross-examine homicide detectives today. Testimony will resume at 9 o'clock this morning here at the Lubbock County Courthouse. Of course, we will be inside the courthouse to bring you live updates throughout the day. Angie.
Patricia, thank you so much. And now on the international front, the death toll after this week's earthquake in Turkey continues to surpass historically high levels. Michael is bringing us the latest at the News Now desk. Michael.
Yeah, Angie, the death toll now past 20,000 in both Turkey and Syria. That eclipses the more than 18,000 counted after an earthquake back in 1999. Now, international crews helped with tons of rescues overnight. Because of the ongoing civil unrest in Syria, crews barely started work yesterday. An estimated 75,000 are left homeless as of now. Some are now suggesting a lack of building code enforcement led to much of the devastation. In Turkey alone, more than 12,000 buildings have collapsed or been damaged. Angie?
Thank you, Michael. One person is dead after a stabbing here in central Lubbock. Lubbock police responded near 65th and Avenue T just after 5 last night. According to police, one person was found dead at the scene. The identity of that victim or what led up to their death has not been released. We will continue to keep you updated on air and online at kcbd.com. And this morning, DPS troopers are investigating a crash that involved a pedestrian. State troopers responded to a crash on Highway 84 and East County Road 7200 last night. Sheriff's deputies tell us a pedestrian was involved. So far, no other details have been released, but this crash is under investigation.
We have an update on this manhunt story out of Maryland we were telling you about last hour. Police now have a suspect in custody. That suspect, 24-year-old David Linthicum, said to have shot 2 officers. They were searching in a wooded area for about 8 hours trying to find him. One officer is treated and released. The other, a detective, is now on life support. Police say they were trying to arrest him for more than a day after he barricaded himself inside a home. Because of this, many area schools have canceled class for the day. Angie?
All right. Thank you, Michael. Thursday was was a big day for two former Texas Tech greats. Former Texas Tech quarterback Patrick Mahomes was awarded the NFL's Most Valuable Player Award. Mahomes completed 67.1% of his passes this season for the Kansas City Chiefs. He also threw for 5,250 yards with 41 touchdowns. Mahomes and the Chiefs are set to play in the Super Bowl this Sunday, in case you haven't heard. The third time in just 4 years. We're a little bit proud. And former Red Raider great Zach Thomas, proud of him as well. He's going to be enshrined in the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Honored to coach this 5-time All-Pro linebacker that let the Dolphins lead the league in defense, Zach Thomas.
Former Dallas Cowboys and Miami Dolphins coach Jimmy Johnson announced, look at that, that's awesome, announced this just yesterday. Thomas will be a member of the 2023 Pro Football Hall of Fame class. Thomas played 12 seasons in Miami and 1 season in Dallas. He had 1,720 tackles, 20.5 sacks, and 17 interceptions. Thomas had 10 seasons with 100 tackles and made 5 All-Pro teams, and they really did tell him that he was too small. The 2023 Hall of Fame class also includes 2 more Cowboy greats, linebacker Chuck Howley and outside linebacker DeMarcus Ware. Other players getting a golden jacket include Darrelle Revis, Ronde Barber, Joe Klecko, Ken Riley, and Joe Thomas. It's now officially Super Bowl weekend. The Chiefs and Eagles set to play each other this Sunday in Arizona. And Jay Gray is joining us now with a first-hand look at the Super Bowl hype. Jay?
The Chiefs! Eagles! Eagles!
Fans fired up, rushing to Phoenix for the big game and having a ball before Sunday's kickoff.
Oh, it's been great. Ton of activities for the kids.
Kids, regardless of age.
I did it. Thank you.
Though for some, there is a limit to the athletic fun.
I was debating about the 40-yard dash, but I don't want to pull another hammy.
So some fans are running in the fast lane in Phoenix. Sports cars, private jets.
We have a lot of flights already booked.
And maybe a mansion for the weekend, like this Airbnb built into Camelback Mountain. There's a heated pool, a waterfall pouring out of the rocks. I know you're wondering. It's $35,000 a night. And of course, you'll want a suite for the game. If you can find one, that bill could be more than $2 million. Jay Gray, NBC News, Phoenix.
Wow. It's a pretty penny. Now we're checking in with Steve Devine for a look at this morning's weather. Ever think you'll make a Super Bowl, Steve?
Looking at those prices.
That's what Michael said. Not with this job, right?
Yeah, that's a lot of pretty pennies. Weather-wise, the snow showers have moved out of the area. We still have a little bit of lingering cloud cover out here over the east, but as we go through the day, we'll start to see that move out too. This is a look at our current tower cam. Might be able to see a little bit of cloud cover off in the distance there, just above the horizon behind the tower, right in there. Again, that's off to the northeast of the Lubbock area. The airport is currently reporting mostly fair, 24 degrees, but with the breeze, it feels like 13 degrees. So some lingering cloud cover over the east this morning. Showers are done with, for us, for now anyway. Sunny skies late morning through the afternoon, but it's still going to be quite chilly with highs only in the 40s today. Lubbock at about 46, Plainview 45, Post 48, right around the mid 40s, Littlefield, Levelland, Brownfield. Then there's the breeze, 10 to 20 miles per hour, adding to the chill. Tonight, winds will be light, skies will be clear, and our low temperatures will drop into the 20s, although we'll see some teens out to the west and north of the Lubbock area, so a really cold start for us. But the weekend, as we noted, gets warmer. After that cold start tomorrow, sunny skies in the morning, 58 for a high in the afternoon, some clouds rolling in, partly cloudy. More cloud cover on Sunday, still dry with a high of 68 degrees. We'll take a look at the 7-day forecast here in a few minutes. Angie?
Sounds good. Thank you, Steve. It's 6:08. How are you this Friday morning? Glad you're with us on Daybreak today. We have a big announcement from the Big 12 as it gears up for a 14-team season. Plus, Google's new AI chatbot tool, well, it's costing the company billions. We're going to explain why when we return. We're helping you right into your Friday morning. Stay with us. You're watching Daybreak today on News Channel 11.